Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across this channel, please don't make it your last. Subscribe, like, comment and share this video if you end up enjoying it. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey my love, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking about things never to do on a first date. Yes, things never to do on a first date, Niger Girl edition. Point number one. This one is going to my girls, my ladies and women in the house. Point number one is asking for transport fare. No. There was a time this thing came up as a topic, it was all over social media, Instagram, everywhere. People were talking about it, like, is it right for a girl to ask for transport fare and all of that shit, right? In my own honest opinion, it is not nice as a lady, except unless you're going out with that guy and you don't like them. And I wouldn't really understand the reason why you would go out or agree to go out on a date with a guy that you do not like. First of all, it's not giving class, right? So if you're going out on a date with a guy, a guy invites you for a dinner date, the least you can do is, get yourself there. If you drive, fine, get yourself filled. If you don't drive, pick up an Uber. These days, things have been made very easy. There's Uber, there's Bolt, there's Taxify, there's InDriver, there's Rider, there's everything. So if you don't like this one, you can always, like, it's not proper. If you know that if a guy is inviting you out on a date and you know that at that particular period when the guy is inviting you for that day, you're not very buoyant, you can't really afford Uber fare or Bolt, so you can politely decline or move it. You can just say, how about we do it so and so time, when you know you are going to have that cash, when you know you're going to have that money to afford your own transport fare there. It's not proper when a guy invites you out for a date, okay, and then you now start asking, please send me Uber fare, or when I get there you're going to pay for my Uber, or you get there you now tell him to come outside and pay the Uber. Why? You can do this if this is somebody that you already know, maybe you guys are already dating, or he's a friend. You can do that with them, that's fine, that's okay. But somebody you're just getting to meet, somebody you're not even acquainted with yet, and the person is inviting you for a date, it could be a dinner date or a lunch date or whatever, and you're asking him to pay for your Uber fare, it's giving like, if I am the guy, I would, whatever respect or regard I had for you would just go all the way down, because nah, it's not giving, sis. Don't do it. Point number two. This one is for my men, the gentlemen, the boys, the dudes, the niggas in the house. Having sexual conversations. Bro, why?
I got the advice from a madman.
It's very, very disgusting, right? I have experienced such situations before, and trust me, it is highly disgusting. And I'm one person that if I am disgusted, you would just know. Like, I might not say it, but my expression and my face and everything would just be giving irritated. Because why would you even be having a sexual, like, how I would even be talking about sex? You don't even know me. Mind you, this is the first date, right? Chances are we just met, we swapped numbers, and you invited me out on a date. We're having a date, we're having conversations, we're talking and all of that. And you start to talk about, oh, your body is so fine. I might say thank you, because maybe the first time it might sound like a compliment. Like, okay, I have nice body, okay. And then you start going for that to say, oh, your thighs are so thick, your ass is so big. You start talking about sexual stuff, and you start going further and further and further. Bro, no, don't do that. A lot of you guys do it, and it is so irritating. Stop. Point number three for my girls. So this point is, okay, don't come with your friends. Don't come with your family members to a first date. It is a first date, and yeah, I guess some of you say, oh, because of security reasons, what if it's a kidnapper? Why would you want to go out with a hired killer? If you meet somebody and they're looking some type of way, and you're not sure about the kind of person they are, if they ask you for a date, decline. For you to agree to go on a date with that person means that you kind of, understand, not like you trust them, but you understand that they cannot do anything to harm you. And most likely, the place you're meeting with them is going to be an open space, right? Now, why are you even agreeing to meet with them if you don't trust that you're going to be safe where you're going to? Then you now go with your friend, your colleague, your sister, your housemaid. Abba, it's not making sense. Like, you guys look hungry. Yes, you guys, everybody you came with, one, two, three people. You guys look hungry. Like, oh, we've not eaten this kind of food before in our house, so we are coming here to see if we're going to eat, and it's not making any sense. So if you are going on in fact, this one is not even just for first date, first, second, third, fourth date, don't go with a friend unless you are now comfortable with this person. Maybe like the fourth, fifth date, you're very comfortable with this person, you're now more familiar with this person, and you have to ask, like, hey, my friend's around, but she's going to be kind of bored if I leave the house alone. Do you mind if I come with her? If the guy declines, fine. It shouldn't even be a, oh, he said no, can you imagine? And then you now start to fight. For what? Are you the one going to pay for the date? Do you understand? Then if he says come with her, then you have permission and consent to come with your friend. So please, ladies, don't go with your friends and your acquaintances to a first date. Please. Point number 4 is for my gentlemen in the house. So I know there's this urge to want to impress. Oh, it's a first date. I really like this girl and I want her to have, a very good first impression about me. I want her to like me. I want her to love me. I want her to, yes, we understand. But do not start what you cannot finish. Because we women, we go with that tempo with which you started. When you approach a woman and you're being all nice, all kind, you're buying her gifts often, you're doing some certain things, she's going to go with that vibe, because that vibe which you're giving her is the reason why she has agreed to even date you in the first place. Whereas you as a guy, when you already get the catch, which is like, getting her to date you and all of that, you tend to pipe down on those things because, okay, now she's mine, so I don't really need to do all those things to impress her. Now, that is why sometimes when people start to date, they start to have more issues because the guy has kind of relaxed and the girl now is ready. Like, okay, now she's seeing those things she likes in you and she's ready to do this. And then now suddenly you're laid back and now she feels like, why are you laid back? And then, there comes a clash. So on your first dates, if you know that you're not the kind of man that opens the door for the lady, like when you drive to a venue where you guys want to chill and then you come down from your car, you open the door for her. When she's about to get into the car, you open the door for her. When she's about to sing, you pull out the seat for her. If you know it is not your thing, don't start it. And I'm very sure that 90% of women will not complain, especially Nigerian women. We not go complain. Okay, so don't start what you cannot finish. But once you start to do those things, she's going to look forward to you continuing to do those things as your relationship progresses. So if you know that you're not the kind of person to pour her water when she wants to drink, same thing I'll say to newly married wives. When you're dating a guy, when you want 7 food, you kneel down to 7 food. When you know that when he marries you, you're not going to do it. Why are you doing it? Do you understand? Just the same way I'm going to also tell you guys, don't start what you cannot finish. If you know that you're not going to keep up that energy when you guys start to date, when you guys start to see each other, don't do it. Just don't do it. Except maybe you guys get really into the relationship, gets like a year or two. She might not really care anymore if you're not doing those things. But in the first initial stage, first 2, 3, 4 months, she's going to be looking out for all those things that you were doing when you were trying to woo her. And when you're not doing them, it becomes an issue. And you cannot force yourself to be what you're not, because all those while you're just trying to pretend just to get her attention. So please, don't do those things that you cannot keep on doing. If you're going out on the first day, let her open her car's door, let her pull out to see herself, because it's just going to register in her head that you were never really doing all those things before. So that's it for point number 4. The next point is for my ladies. So this one is very, 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 very sensitive and very important. Do not order more than you can consume. Yes, I said it. Don't. Now, some girls, when you invite them out for a date, that is when they want to order food that they have not eaten in their life. Like, they want to order food that can feed their entire family, feed their village people and their entire kindred. That's when they want to order takeaway. They want to order the most expensive meal on the menu. Why? It's not making any sense. I understand that if a guy invites you to, on a date and maybe to a fancy restaurant, maybe that restaurant you've actually been admiring that restaurant, like, oh, I want to go to this restaurant, and somehow a guy invites you or says, okay, you know what, pick a restaurant, let's have a date. Or maybe there's stuff on the menu that you haven't tried before but you've been looking at trying. Like, personally, I've not tried sushi before and I'm looking at, okay, I want to try sushi very soon. That's different. But it is obvious when you just want to order the most expensive meal on the menu. It's obvious. Like these guys can tell. In as much as they might not say anything, but they know. Like that's when you want to order meals that you cannot pay for. I would always say this: whenever you are going out on a date with a guy, make sure that you order what you can, like you order for what you can pay for. There was a time vex money was a thing, and I still do it till date. If I'm going out on a date with a guy, I'm always conscious of having, extra cash, my ATM, or someone that I can always call to, send cash in case maybe my bank apps fail and I might be stranded. I might not be able to pay with my own money. Somebody I know that, okay, I know this person, I can always pay this person back. I just have to have some sort of backup. Reason why, if what if the day doesn't go as planned? What if the guy starts to behave in a way that in some way that I don't like, and that date kind of ends in a very bad way, and they end up not paying for my meal? I don't want to be stranded. If I go to a restaurant and I have a meal and I feel like, okay, my sister or somebody at home would like this meal, and I want to order takeout, I'll order on my own pocket. Like I'll tell the guy, like I'll first tell him so he doesn't feel like, I'm ordering on his phone. I'll like, oh, this food is nice. I want to get for my sister. Like I want to get for my sister because she'll like it. And I'll be like, waiter, blah blah, get this packed and all of that. Here's my ATM. Do you understand? Once I do that, and then the guy now reaches out, say, you know what, don't worry, I'll pay, or just keeps quiet and lets me pay. That's fine, because before I would even make that move to tell the waiter to pack that meal, I already have it in my mind that, okay, I am minusing this money from however much I have in my account, or how much or whatever amount I have in my account. Do you get? So if I eventually pay for it, I won't feel bad. Or he didn't even say I should not pay. He didn't. Do you get? Some people would actually do that. Like, okay, let me even try and see if it's going to pay. Don't try anything. If you're going to be ordering takeouts, make sure that it is something that you want to order because you can pay. Then if he orders or offers to pay, then that's fine. That's a plus to you. So yeah. Oh yeah, this one is for my gentlemen in the house. Splitting of bills. So this topic too was sometimes controversial. People were saying, oh, should a guy pay for a date or a girl? See, me. Forget Nigerian girl now. This is me now, Sandra, speaking from my own mind. A guy should pay for a date. I don't know if they do that in any Western country or any advanced country. I don't know if it's a thing now or there's a rule now in Nigeria that, okay, guys should pay or girls should pay or anybody should pay. But this is me saying it from my own perspective. If you're asking me out on a date, be rest assured that you're going to pay for that date. There ain't no splitting where I am, because you can't ask me for a date and then you're asking me to split the bill with you. Why? Because I mean, if we are out on a date, then most likely the chances are you ask for that date. So why do I have to pay for the date when you ask for it? If I ask for the date, then I might as well pay. So I am not splitting bills with anybody. You as a man that you're asking me to split bill with you, you're not like shame is not catching you. If we are going on a date, you as the man has to pay. Be the man and pay for the date. Simple. Don't be late and do not press your phones during a dinner date or a date a first date basically. So as a guy, please don't come late for a date. It's not proper. It's not ideal. Do not arrive to your date late. It's not making any sense. And as ladies, I understand the fact that it's ladylike for us to arrive after the dude arrives at the date, which is okay, which is proper. But when you overdo it, when you now get to the date 1 hour late, 2 hours late, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes late, it now becomes annoying and embarrassing, right? So you, in as much as you don't want to get to the date earlier than your date, you also don't want to get there too late. So you could give it like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you're going out on a date with someone, don't be so engrossed on your phones. Drop your phones and have a conversation and all of that. And when you get home, you can always press your phone. So I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed talking to you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. If there are points that I made that you do not agree with, please let me know in the comment section. If there are points I missed out, please let me know. If there are videos that are similar to this one that you want me to put out, do's on a date and stuff like that, please also let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.